I do freelance video editing as one of my sources of income, and I just had a client reel hit 1.9 million views. And in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the exact editing process that I use in Premiere. And if you're not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So let's hop straight into Premiere. I'm now here in Premiere, and this is the exact timeline that I use for this specific video.
These are my freckles before the beach today. These are my freckles after being at the beach for a couple hours. I had a hat on and I applied SPF twice.
What is going on there? I'm a dermatologist, and this is one of the coolest examples of how fast our skin can respond to UV exposure. We just saw her freckles darken and multiply after just a few hours in the sun at the beach while she was wearing sunscreen and a hat. So what's going on? First, it's important to define what freckles are because they aren't moles, and a lot of people get the two confused. Freckles, or medically what we call ephelides, are small, flat, pigmented spots that just happen to contain more pigment than the surrounding skin. Unlike moles, they're not made up of extra pigment-producing cells. Instead, the melanocytes in those areas are simply producing more melanin. And that's why freckles are so responsive to sunlight. When UV light hits your skin, those melanocytes get more activated or excited and begin producing more pigment. But here's the really fascinating part. Freckles can start looking darker long before your body's actually had time to make new pigment. UV exposure can darken and redistribute existing melanin that's already existing in the skin. That's why freckles can darken within a few hours. It's also why freckles seem to multiply during the summer months. In reality, the majority of those freckles were already there. They just became easier to see. Does that make sense? Now you may be wondering, does this mean sunscreen doesn't work? Not at all. Sunscreen significantly reduces UV damage, but it doesn't block 100% of UV rays. And for very fair-skinned people, even a small amount of UV exposure can darken freckles. So if your freckles seem to appear out of nowhere on a beach day, don't panic. They're often not new freckles at all. They were just freckles that were hiding in plain sight.
And as you can see with everything on here, I have some text, captions, cutting out dead space. So that is exactly what I'm going to be walking you guys through here. And this specific reel is 1 minute and 35 seconds. And edits like these typically take me 30 minutes up to an hour, just depending if the client needs revisions. And for the most part, I barely get any revisions with this client, which I love. So I brought the raw file from the client onto this test timeline here. And so obviously the first thing you want to do when the client sends you raw footage is you want to cut it. You want to make sure there's not dead space. You cut out all the retakes because obviously when we speak and when we film to the camera, we're not going to get it correct in the first try. And for more context, this client is in the dermatologist space, so he does a lot of reaction videos and gives his take on specific skin conditions. So as we can see here right at the beginning, his reaction ends. So I'm going to be clicking Control K on Windows. And as you can see right here, there's this empty audio space. So I just go forward till he starts, hit Control K again, and then I click delete in the middle of that right there. And now we have a clean cut. And as we can see for the entire video, there are spaces throughout the video where nothing is being said. So what you can do is go to your text panel, make sure you transcribe your audio, and then you're gonna click this icon right here, go to pauses, and then it will select that for your entire video. And you can click delete and then delete all. And now for the entire video, all of your dead space is completely out. And this can be very helpful for shorts, or even if you have long form videos where you're cutting up 20 minutes of footage. This right here can definitely save a lot of time. Now, obviously that right there did not take out the bad takes. So now you got to go through your video manually and make sure there is no dead space. So now I'm going to go through this footage and cut out all of the retakes. Now all the cutting is complete. The next step that I like to do is captions. And of course you could do that for free here in Premiere Pro. Just go to your text panel, click CC, caption preferences, and then select everything that you want, and then you can customize it that way. For this client, I use some slightly animated captions, and it speeds up the caption process by a lot, and it makes it look a little better. So here's what the captions look like.
I'm a dermatologist, and this is one of the coolest examples of how fast our skin can respond.
So as you can see, there's that simple fade in and out transition on the text. So a plugin that I really like to use inside Premiere is called Firecut, and there's a lot of different features in here, but I specifically really like using the captions feature. So I click add captions, and then I select my specific parts of the video that I want captions for, make sure it's on in and out points, and then I click transcribe. And the first thing you see once it loads is you can edit the transcript. So if you see any typos or anything, you can change it. For the most part, this is 98+% correct. And if you guys want to check out Firecut, I'll have it linked down below. So once you go through your transcript to make sure everything's fine, then you could go through all of these different presets right here, whatever you want to use for your client. So you could use this Hormozy feature, Mr. Beast captions, If you want to use this fitted box one, Imad Ghazi captions. And so what I really like here is that I already have a preset made for this specific client. So I just select that and then I don't have to pre-make it each time. So once you select a preset that you like, you can then change the text, the size, the weight. You can add your own shadow, your own outline, customize everything that you want, and you can change the coloring if you need that. And then once you have everything made to your own liking, you're gonna click this plus button right here, and then you're gonna save this as a preset and make it whatever name you want it. So after you do all of that, you can select what track you want your captions to be on. I'm just gonna put add new track here, and then I'm gonna click add style this sequence. And as this is loading, it really does not take too long, a max of 1 minute. As you can see, it's already almost halfway done right here. And so this really helps speeds up my process when I'm editing client reels for captions that they want, especially if it's more animated, because it definitely does look a tad bit better. And this plugin right here just saves time. So I like to use those personally. Of course, I don't use it for every single client edit, but for some clients, I do use it. So as you can see, the captions are on his face. So what we can do here is we can select our caption, go to effect controls, and then we want to change the position and put it down right here. And then I'm gonna click Control C on this specific caption. I'm gonna select all the other captions, and I'm gonna go to paste attributes. And now that position is applied to every caption here. So now the captions are not on the client's face. The next thing in the video is I did this green screen effect right here with having the reaction video behind him as he's talking. And you can easily do this here in Premiere. You want to go over here to the left side, depending where it's at, and you want to select the object mask tool, and then make sure your video file is selected. And then you can go over the person and it will select the entire body. And then you want to go to the effect controls panel, and you want to select these two arrow buttons right here, and that will essentially track the entire video. Now that's done, right click on the mask, and then you're going to change it to opacity mask. And now we have a complete background. And as you can see, I'm gonna drag this reaction video right underneath this right here. And boom, just like that, the video now appears underneath of him. And then on the person, you can select them and make them smaller and change the position of wherever you want them to be on the screen. And for other parts throughout the video, I got some stock photos. And so that's what I did right here, just some slight movement in the photos as he's talking about the type of freckles. And for more stock photos, I put at the top of the video. This is really simple, easy stuff. And clients will pay for these types of edits. And so I did the same thing here with more stock photo, more stock videos, just to really showcase what exactly he is talking about. And as you can see right here, I have this transition. And to get this, it's just a free plugin on Premiere called Premiere Composer. You can easily install this, and there are a bunch of different transitions that you can choose from. I really just like using the light leak transition. It's very clean and minimal. And of course, for the beginning of the video, I added this text here to say derm stitch incoming. So when the viewers are watching the video, they know that he is about to give his reaction. So I just gave that tiny bit of context right there. So that's pretty much what I did for this edit right here. It's nothing complicated at all. And clients like this will pay you to edit videos like this. Of course, it depends on their type of content and the style they want edited in their videos. But this is what my client wants, and it already fits his style on his page. And I work with him on a monthly retainer. And when clients work with me on monthly retainers, I'll give a slightly better rate because I know what's coming to me monthly. And it also helps them know, like, you got me as an editor for this month. And many clients like that, especially when they are working with editors long term. And that's what I like to do with different clients that work with me directly. So when I'm done with these edits, I will essentially just export them. And then I like to be very organized with all the different clients that I work with. And I make sure I export them to specific folders. And then I will upload this content into frame.io. And this is where I upload all the content for my client. And this allows them to leave revision comments on the video. It really helps me and them, so they don't have to send it back in email and then I have to go to the point in the video. They can literally comment on the specific timestamp of the video. So if you guys want to check out frame.io, it's not free. It's like $15 a month. That's just one of the tools that I use to help streamline my editing process.
Hi, I'm Scott Walter, and I've been working with Ethan for the past 7 months, and I couldn't be happier with our partnership. I've been on social media for several years now and always been hesitant to hire an editor because I like to control my editing. Ethan came in, adapted to my style, and the amount of time it has saved me is worth its weight in gold. He's excellent with communication and has quick turnaround times, and very responsive to feedback. He even incorporates great B-roll when I don't ask for it, which just make the videos that much better. I've used him for both organic material, but also ads, which have all performed great on all platforms. My only regret is not hiring him sooner.
And so if you guys have any other questions with video editing, please let me know down below in the comments. I would love to help out in any way I can. I've been freelance video editing for over 4 years now. And with this client right here, I didn't even cold outreach to him. He came to me from a referral, and that's the name of the game, and that's the best way to get clients. So if you guys found value in this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And I also have a free Discord community in the description down below. So if you have any specific questions, you can also ask me in there. Anyways, I really appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.